Hi everyone, welcome back to Sonic 3 Knuckles. I am currently playing as Tails. We unlock Super Tails, and I'm up to Sandopolis. Once again, the reason my score has reset is because I have had to quit the game and reload it since I last recorded. But with all the Super Emeralds, we officially have Super Tails. So I don't have to worry about any of that now. Don't have to worry about finding any special giant rings or anything. But yeah, there's a few extra places you can go. I can go up there because Tails can fly. Let's see what's up here. Just an area that you normally wouldn't go to. Oh. But with Tails, you can. Man, it's kind of amazing, really, just how many places there are. Like that bit there, like how you meant to go there. I'm never gonna, man, I'm gonna keep making that joke. Oh, well, that didn't work out. Yeah, so really, the rest of this game is pretty much, the rest of this playthrough is just going to be the same as Sonic's playthrough, pretty much. Don't think there's much else to it. So it's just a case of playing through those same levels again and taking it from there, I guess. But again, like I mentioned it before, I know you can tell how high you are up in a level based on the position of the background. So like you don't often see the sky being so blue. You usually see all the heat from the desert sand. Well, I guess there's another random one of those random walls there. Anything up here? Yeah. It's just interesting to me. Oh. I mean, like that place there. Like how often would you see that? I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen that area. I just decided to go off exploring. But it is fascinating, like, to actually see, like, maps of this game. Just gonna... Okay. Oh, well, there's a big ring there. Let's see if I got that big ring. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I would not normally get that. Now, okay. Now, I can't fly now, because I've got a few rings, unless I turn into Super Tails. Yeah, turn to Super Tails, whatever. Flickies, you do the work for me. Although really, it's not going to do much. They're not going to do much work for me. I mean, really though, when you Super Tails, they do that much work for you anyway, really, because you know you're already invincible. It's just they've got to give Tails something for his super form. But not invulnerability to crushes. You can never have that. Oh. So, serious question, does anyone else like this level? I know Act 2 doesn't get much love. But I really like the, I mean, thematically, I'm not a big I'm not a big sucker for heat. So like, the idea of a hot level. This level sort of, I feel, is more themed on heat than Lava Reef is. Because you can see, like the environment, you get all the waves. Like you see all like the heat, because you can see like all the waves in the textures. Like everything looks like it's rippling, which is a really nice touch. I will always praise the graphics of this game. Oh, boss time. Well, this is the puzzle boss, and you know the answer to the puzzle, so... Tell you what. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to grab my drink. One moment. Okay. Do I need to actually walk over? Yep. Okay, come on. Now, can I just like stand here? I guess I can. Just going to enjoy a drink. Okay, you're actually in trouble there. I wasn't trying to prove a point, you know. I wasn't trying to prove a point by saying, like, look how boring this is. Just look at that now because I can't get it for the next act. Bam, 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 bam. Tails got to Act 1. There aren't the right amount of syllables in that tune. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I find it interesting. I think, like, when I was younger, talking about like graphics and all that of games, and I'm always going to praise the graphics of this game. I really like them. I mean, obviously when I was young, playing this for the first time and unleashing the ghosts onto the world like I was just then, I would eventually get like my PS1 and it would be like, oh wow, the graphics are so great, and then you look back at them and you're like, oh wow, these graphics are so blocky. Especially early PS1, talking about like Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy VII, Battlefield Toshinden, Jumping Flash. It's very clear what it's like on the early side. Actually, Final Fantasy VII probably wasn't that early in the life cycle, but of course Jumping Flash, Battlefield Toshinden, the stuff that was on the demo that came with it, they were like very like on the primitive end. Like Ridge Racer, kind of. Well, the Ridge Racer I would say looks a bit better. Wipeout actually looks quite good for how old it is as well. But you know, that's pretty much universally understood that like those graphics, like they've aged, so to speak. And then when you look at 2D games, the general consensus is that, you know, they hold up better. And I understand that. But even still, I find sometimes, like, I do look at like newer games because I'm kind of out of the gaming loop a bit, so I don't quite know what new games look like a lot of the time. But then I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, that looks really realistic, and I will be impressed by it. And a lot of the times I do think to myself like, oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, by the way, I should probably mention here that maybe you don't need to raise the sand with Tails. You can maybe get away with just not doing it. Although if you've got Super Tails and you don't want to unlock it, and you don't want to activate it, then I guess I can understand that as well. Yeah. But I can look at some old games that aren't particularly like well known for their graphics, and I can think they look really good. Oh, Tails nearly ran out of energy in that fight. Oh, of course. Super Tails. I was just trying to fly, and then it was like, oh wait, no, I can't just fly. I've got to turn to Super Tails. The thing is with Super Tails is that turning the light on doesn't really mean much, because they'll just walk into you, or they'll just fly into you, and it's kind of fine. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Look at this area up here. This is like a Tails exclusive area, I suppose. Ah, look there. The bubble. It's flashing. An area there I might have missed. Oh well. But yeah, this game, I still think there's still plenty of 16-bit games I think look great, and this is one of them. And I absolutely can find myself thinking to myself, like, oh, look at the texture. Look at the textures on that. Oh, isn't that view really nice? Like on old games, it doesn't really matter to me. Oh, well, managed to get in there in time. If I didn't have Super Tails, I probably wouldn't have been able to, but that's fine. Okay, so we've got the boss now. Will I lose the birds? No? Alright. They don't automatically aim at the head of the golem part. I don't know why the music does that. It doesn't normally do that. I just tried to bounce on the button there, forgetting that Tails can't do it. Right, and we're back here. Oh. This one should be fine. Should be able to get Super Tails quite easily here. I think my biggest issue here is probably going to be getting crushed by things, I imagine. Which, I mean, is probably, when you've got Super Tails, it's probably the biggest issue in general. No, hold on. Ah, okay. For some reason, I was thinking to myself, like, why does this thing dip? Oh, well, they're Super Tails. Trying to fly. See, that's the thing. It's forgetting, like, oh. Like, in my mind was thinking, like, oh, let's just fly up here, and then it's like Super Tails, and I'm like, oh, all right, never mind then. Yeah, the electric shield is very nice. Oh, and I've lost it. All right. Let's get the electric shield. Oh, and I lost it again. Okay, well, let's not do Super Tails for now. Spin this left and make it go down. Yeah, so that sinking stone that I stepped on, I was kind of being a little experimental because I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, does this like, hit me or something? Because I had a feeling it would, but then it turned out that it didn't. Right. Oh, and there's a whole lot of rings in here. Nice. and keep me going for some time. Probably able to just stand by the boss and not doing anything, I imagine. So these rings are going to last me some time. It is a shame. It is a real shame that they just use the invincibility music for the super forms, because it's like it's it's okay as like a temporary, like, oh, you've got this temporary like invincibility, like, oh yeah, survive all the attacks. But then when you're in your super forms, it's like, okay, it's just this now, this loop for the rest of the level. It sounds like it's meant to go somewhere. The music is meant to go somewhere, and then it just doesn't. I mean, it is part of the intro theme. Alright, boss where I don't have to do anything. I'll just stand here. As my birds take care of these. I'll just stand here. Thank you, birds. It wasn't even difficult. See, I'm so skilled. I'm so skilled. It didn't even matter. Bada-bing. Okay. Which do I prefer, Lava Reef Zone 1 or 2? Act 1 or 2? Probably 2. It is very blue. This is a very nostalgic game for me. This was like before my PS1. This was like the game. If I'm going to go into details about that, so yeah, it was sort of that in between point between discovering Sonic, which was like amazing, like, oh, Sonic, so good, running around and jumping and it's amazing. And then there was the PlayStation. This is the in between of it, and I always associate it with that time. So like 95 maybe, or 96 even. Right, let's get this right. It's going to be a bit harder for the boss, I tell you, because it's one of those bosses where there's quite a bit of waiting involved. I can't just turn super and be done with it, because you've got the whole chase section and all that. I hope you like this music, by the way. I do like the whole mechanics of the super forms costing you rings over time, because it also leaves you, like, when you run out, it leaves you vulnerable. can't just like go ahead and do it, because then it's like, well, if I run out, I'll have no rings. Which is what I think is going to happen. Although I think when I get to the boss, I think it removes the super form, I imagine. If I'm remembering correctly from Sonic. Almost out of rings. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm up at the end here. Okay, well I've got the fire shield. No, I'm gonna get a fire shield anyway. But it's boss time. Oh, got to step on this step first before Knuckles decides to bully me again. Oh, what is that sprite? I don't remember Tails doing that sprite. I was thinking it would be more like that sprite there. His falling sprite. Okay then, let's do our normal platforming stuff. Tell you, it is kind of weird also that the first platform, if you land on it, if it takes you down too far. All right. Like the first platform, you can't just stand on it. It will kill you. You got to jump along with the platforms to get to the end and then come back. But yeah, I'm probably going to accidentally super form at some point. Not that it really doesn't matter. I much prefer the boss theme to the super music. It doesn't really make any difference. Got the fire shield, so just jump over his attacks, and it doesn't even matter if I step inside the lava. Having a fire shield makes so much of a big difference in this battle here, because the whole floor just becomes like a normal platform. I don't even know what he's getting at with these attacks that he's doing. He launches these. He launches these spiked balls. I mean, even putting aside the fact that they hurt him, it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, does he really think I'm going to get hit by them? If I've got the fire shield, they're going to be so easy to avoid. If I don't have the fire shield, the lava's going to be much more of a threat. But yeah, it's the whole thing of a platform game boss shooting you with a projectile that you can then turn around and hit and throw back at them. And it's like, well, you could just not do that. It's like, I'm going to attack you and then I'm going to come down and all that. Also notice how the music keeps going when you defeat the boss there? I know why that'll be though. It'll be because the music started when you entered the area. So the official music of the area is the boss theme. Alright then. Hidden Palace time! Very simple level. Very straightforward. Just a bit of story that we've seen with Sonic. But you can. Now where is it? You can't go up there, can you? No. Oh. Let's try that again. Not that there's much going on here, but with Tails, you can come up here. And oh, here you go. I'll take the electric shield for no reason. Now, can I get to Knuckles with this? I can. Okay. Well, that was I mean, it's an easy fight as is, but Make it a little bit easier. Alright then. And this is when Knuckles is like, oh, how dare you take the Master Emerald? It was you all along. Having my drink. Yeah. Tails being a bit bored there. It's kind of silly how a character will pull like these idle animations. Like Tails here like yawns, but obviously it's not really appropriate to yawn. Like you're just stood there and Knuckles, like Robotnik is zapping Knuckles with like these probes or whatever they're called. And Tails just stood there and like yawn, and Sonic would be like forward, forward. By the way, if you try and fall down here, you can't. On this side as well, you just sort of float in the air. Don't know why that is. So Knuckles doesn't really need to release a bridge here, but he does. Oh no! Now I can cross like I normally could. Okay. Ba-bam. Yeah, I have no idea if I can get anywhere faster by flying. No, can't reach anything there. But hey, you can, there's a, or you could just fall to your death. Okay, try that again. Probably not worth being weirdly experimental like that. Just follow the path. All the weird little egg robos appearing. Okay. Okay, let's... Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking let's put off turning into Super Tails as late as possible, but I got hit anyway. Yeah, you can't play this the same way you would the boss from Sonic 1 because you bounce off him a bit differently. Okay. I honestly have no idea if I'm going forwards or backwards here. I think I'm going backwards. Yep, I'm going backwards. Okay. I think this is the way forward. That's the thing, like if you can... In love like this you do go back and forth, so if you fly and skip bits out, it's kind of not clear which way you progress other than just up. Up progresses, but... Oh. Sometimes up isn't enough. Okay. Ah, this boss. Don't like this boss in Sonic 2. I'm not kidding it here. It does function a bit differently because you can't. I mean, you can hit him from the bottom, barely with Tails, but also you don't bounce on the mini ones. I don't think, can you bounce on the mini ones on the other one? on the Sonic 2 boss. Also, those mini versions that come from the eggs, they don't look like how I would imagine them to look in there. Let me get my sentences right. They don't quite fit this Sonic 3 Knuckles template because they're bubbly, but they're not like perfectly like rounded. Like everything's very spherical and round in this game. But those aren't. They're a bit blobby. Anyway, there's not much left now. Is this it? No, not quite. Still got to go through this layer of clouds. Yeah. Okay, this is it. Boss time? Metal Sonic. Not very difficult. I am a big fan of this boss music. I know I mentioned that before, but it's really high in my books. Oh, keep that ring around. And there you go. Story-wise, it is really strange when you think about it with the Tails playthrough, because the story was always about Sonic doing these things, and then when you play Tails, it's like, oh no, Sonic wasn't a part of it. It was just Tails. It was Tails' adventure, which I believe is a game on. Well, it's like a weird, obscure old game. Is it Game Gear maybe? I don't know. Never played it. Right, final level, Death Egg. And then we'll be done with Tails. And then we'll be up to our final playthrough with Knuckles. Oh, whoa. Bit over the top there. Yeah, this music's so rocking. Of course, it'll be out of sync. Lightning Shield protects you against those things. Which on the recording won't be flashing. Oh, it won't be flashing the normal way. At least when I'm playing this Tails, I don't have Tails to annoy me by jumping on those conveyor belts and changing the direction of them. I won't have that with Sonic alone either. But I've sort of opted to do Sonic with Tails. Yeah, there's no like Tails with Sonic following or anything like that. Roller coaster time! I can do Super Tails soon. I can do Super Tails now if I really want to. But I'd rather not do it whilst I'm stuck in this thing. I'd rather be a bit more optimal with it. So I don't have to deal with the boss. Oh man. Okay. Oh, there you are. I was thinking. Okay, yeah, I was thinking to myself, right, I'll just fly over this. But no, you can't fly and not turn into Super Tails. Oh man, I've got to do this as Super Tails. Because my ring's being wasted. I can collect a bunch of rings. Alright. Okay. These flickies are like, oh my god. Like chasing me all over the place. I mean, it probably would have been ideal to not go on that thing. What I was doing is wasting my time. I could have gone and grabbed, for example, those boxes. And got a load of rings. Ah, never mind, he's the boss. Okay, you know the drill. Just stand here and let the flickies take care of it. This is a tricky boss if you don't have a super form or a hyper form. But man, I bet you can imagine how annoying this fight would be under normal circumstances. Yeah. In a way, Super Tails is better than Hypersonic, because with Tails, Super Tails, you don't even have to move. So I suppose that's one way that Super Tails is really good. But it was after having been disappointed that there wasn't Super Tails in Sonic 2, it was quite a relief to eventually get Super Tails from the Super Crystals. Super Crystals? Yeah, Super Emeralds. I keep wanting to call them crystals because they're not all green. And the Super Emeralds. Oh well. That's what I get for being too hasty. Too hasty in a Sonic game, as some people would say. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, is there anything up here at all? No, nothing at all. I always miss that. Let's go left. For a laugh. It's so funny. Fire Shield is pretty much pointless in this level for Tails. Even for Sonic. The ability to dash forward, I don't think it really helps. I mean, I say pointless. If you don't have a lightning shield or electric shield, they don't have official names as far as I'm aware. Oh, an invert gravity button. Don't know if I saw one of those in Sonic. Oh well, there's that gone. Yeah, I don't want to lose these rings. I don't want to lose the chance to become Super Tails. I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to be able to... Okay. Platform's very close to those spikes. Oh, that was weird. See how some of those... Alright. Let's not hit the Robotnik box. Hit this one. Okay. Trying to be careful and not get hit. The longer I can do it for, the better. Look at those wee laser things. One of them's the other oriented differently. Anyway, let's just turn to Super Tails. Get done with. And shoot us through space. Lovely music again. Oh, don't waste my time. Again, another level where the background doesn't scroll, and it makes sense, you know, because you know the Earth is, or the planet, whatever it is called in this universe. It's so far away, you wouldn't expect it to move. I suppose it would be funny if they did have it move by like 1 pixel. The difference between the top, like to show like the top and the bottom. But no. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But I think visually the background is the only thing that's changed between Act 1 and 2. I mean, Act 1 doesn't have the gravity things or those weird tunnels. Not these things. The ones where you're like floating in them. Doesn't it? I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Man, I'm running out of rings. Almost out of rings. Okay, tell you what. Run out of rings, come on. Go to 0. And the flickies just fly off. Like, well, we're normal now. We're not going to save you. I wanted to run out of rings there so that I could then collect the 10 rather than collect the 10 and then just run out afterwards and end up on 0. Something to consider. See, because I'm Tails alone, I can just jump on it and then jump on it again if I need to, without having Tails come and mess it up. Boss time. Yeah. So he's only got 1 bounty thing because there's only one of me now. And shoot. Nope. I'm sure the first time I played this, I didn't realise you could like spin into them. I mean, you can see the only time you can tell when it actually hits the boss by when the boss flashes. And sometimes just bouncing them into the boss doesn't actually hurt them. That time it did. Oh, the spikes have got to hit it in some way. Oh. I think I've really struggled the first time I played this. Oh. There goes my shield. Yeah, and you can just bounce off those as well. Oh. Oh, oh, okay, okay. I was trying to avoid spikes. But yeah, the first time I think I didn't realise you could like shoot them up like that. I think I thought that you had to change gravity so that it lined up, so the spikes just flew into it. But alright then. Can't turn into super form for this, so... Oh well. Still, this first part is easy. You just go in between the hands and then spin dash between them. Get rid of the fingers that way. It does look weird when they've got like one finger left. It's like, I'm gonna crush you with my one finger. Okay. I do like this part of the boss. Right, hit you, and okay, well, oh, I'm thinking at least Tails can fly, so Tails have got a bit more safety there. You can just fly above it. And again. Yeah, just do this a few more times. How many more times? I don't know. Not many. But with Sonic, you do have to be very careful with your jumps. You have to time it just right. The Tails, you can sort of just make easy work of it. So the flying ability just come in useful at certain times. Just makes things a bit easier. Alright. And now onto the holding right and jumping at the right time bit. As you can see, the timer stopped as well, so 7 minutes and 59 seconds. You don't have to worry about falling off on this bit at all. You just hold right and just jump. You won't ever fall off. Now it's like, it's tense. So they're like, oh, you're gonna fall. Oh, you hit me. Oh, you're gonna get knocked back a bit. And there you go, and that's that. And then Doomsday Zone doesn't exist for Tails. It's a Sonic exclusive level, which you only get if you have Super or Hypersonic. But with Tails, no. And now Sonic's piloting. Because he can. I guess. Do. And reliving the story is again. Returning the Master Emerald to the island. I think it's called Angel Island, even though the first level is called Angel Island. So when I was younger I always called it the Floating Island. I don't know if that's what other people called it, or if that is just what it's called. I think it is Angel Island, even if it contains multiple levels, which includes Angel Island. I don't know. I think Angel Island might just be referring to like entering Angel Island, like the entrance to it, I suppose. Like the forest, just the foresty area, I guess. Sort of like if you were to go to London, there might be signs saying "Welcome to London" on the outskirts, even though the place you're in is a specific place in London. I don't know. I don't know the road signs around London. I'm just using a potential example. Yeah. But I believe they use the ending theme from Sonic & Knuckles here, because I think all the music that they're using is from the Sonic & Knuckles levels. And like Flying Battery, they're using Act 2, the Act 2 variant. It's interesting seeing the seagulls as well. In Sonic 1 and 2, you see a bunch of animals when you finish the game. So say like, well done, you freed all the animals or whatever. But they are the animals that you actually find like inside the enemies. Because every level has two like key animals that are like part of that world. which is something that I remember I used to notice. I sort of stopped noticing it after a while. But it is still true, at least for this point in the game. At this point in the series, rather. Oh, you can hear my chair squeaking and all sorts. One moment. I realised I said that as if I was going to take a moment to fix my chair. No, that's just how my chair is. I can't change that. And if I can, I'm not bothered. It's me moving to open the curtain because we're starting to get a bit dark. Presented by Sega. And come on, Tails, yeah! I'm Super Tails, which they don't really change the sprite at all, they just give him a glowing effect, which is what they do in the game. But the flickies aren't there. Yep, so that's the Tails playthrough. Alright then, so time for the final playthrough, which is going to be with Knuckles. As you can see they're clear, like I did with Sonic. Final playthrough with Knuckles, and this is where things get a bit different. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to explain the things that are different as much as I can remember, because there's quite a lot. First things first, Knuckles controls quite a bit differently. I think he's slower. I think a friend of mine pointed this out to me. He doesn't run as fast as Sonic or Tails. I mean, I don't know how Sonic compares to Tails. But notably, a few differences is he has a lower jump. When you jump with him, he doesn't go very high. Sonic and Tails can go higher, even just by jumping. Also, he has a glide ability, so you can do that through the air, and you can climb up walls. Right. Now, something worth of note, that I didn't realise this at first, but it's been pointed out that chronologically, the Knuckles playthrough happens after Sonic and Tails, because you'll notice there's no sea in the background, there's no water, so the island is currently in the air. How neat is that? Such a neat little thing. Okay. Also, see this wall here? I can just touch it. I don't have to spin dash it, I just touch it. And that's how I get through. Alright then. No, I'm not going to bother getting the rings. Special stages are exactly the same for Knuckles, no difference there. So just play through these as normal. Yeah, and you'll notice Knuckles' name is in red, and his little icons there next to which is score and ring bonus, they've gone red. Right. Yeah. So Knuckles' inability to jump as high is going to be a bit of a detriment. Did I mention he can climb walls? I think I did. But yeah, he can climb walls. So for example, there, you can climb up and down walls. Something I noticed actually, I don't know if I can show it here, but at least in some part, if with Knuckles you're like on the edge of water and you jump, he'll do like an extra high jump. Like if I just jump here, it's like okay, whatever. But if I'm like just on the edge of water, he'll jump and he'll splash into a big jump out. I only noticed that recently. Yeah, it's a bit of a glitch, I think. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, look at the sky. The background is just pure blue sky. Right. Okay. Now let's go down here. Don't even have to spin dash through them. I can just walk through them. Also, I want you to keep in mind as well that when I first played Sonic and Knuckles, not Sonic 3 Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles, my first playthrough was with Knuckles. So the things that you're going to see in this playthrough, towards the like in the Sonic and Knuckles half, a lot of that's going to be the stuff that I saw first time playing Sonic and Knuckles before playing Sonic 3 or even Sonic and Knuckles as Sonic. Alright. And that's the last one there. Yeah, so Knuckles does have some specific abilities that can sort of get him around in places a bit differently. But it is quite significant in a way because, and you'll see soon, as for now though, let's just keep playing this level. Because most of this is going to be the same, I think, for a bit of time. But until we get to the first boss, not much is going to be different. Ah, okay, well here we are. Now, with Sonic and Tails, as you know, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump on here and then jump on that to get up to there. Now, if you play Knuckles and you jump on it, you just destroy it. Right? And I can't, there's no actual way, like, I can hurt myself, sure thing, whatever. That wasn't good. What do we do with a few rings? Okay. 3 rings, fine, whatever. Now, Knuckles, yeah, so Knuckles breaks through here. So Knuckles, you touch these, and you break through. So that's what those mysterious walls were about, as if I didn't make that. As if it wasn't immediately obvious by how often I went on about it. But, yeah, so first time I played Sonic 3, and I played it with Sonic and Knuckles, I think, I saw those rocks there, and I realised, I was like, aha, I sort of cottoned on to the idea that the idea was that this was made with Knuckles in mind. So what we've got here is a Knuckles exclusive area. And, okay. And so we're going to fight the first boss. And you can see the background's a little different. The background's a little different to how it is with Sonic and Tails, because I'm fighting it at a lower elevation. But you might also notice it's shooting these thingies. If I try and jump, I can't even reach it, even if I had the fire shield. So something worth noting is that with Knuckles, the bosses are different, and for the most part, they're harder. So in this case, as you can see, it was attacking more aggressive, like it would shoot up the 3 things and then it would shoot the fire thing. But now that we're in a new area, what we have here is we have an exclusive area, and so I believe the entirety of Act 2 for Knuckles is exclusive. So Act 2 for Knuckles, it's an entirely new area. We've got like this cave system with all these spikes everywhere. So yeah, Knuckles does sometimes go down different paths, which and things can look a bit different, and they certainly feel a bit different. As you can see, this is like there aren't really. I mean, there's a few caves where you can play as Sonic when you play Sonic and Tails, but there's not really like a big like cave system in this level for either of them. I mean, they share their same paths. But yeah, as you can see here, it's entirely new. But this is all existing at the same time as like this level, like the other, like the outside of this cave where Sonic and Tails go. This it's all in the same level. You just can't go there. And so in the original Sonic 3 game, this level exists and you just can't go there because you can't play as Knuckles. Yeah. And of course, with Knuckles exclusive areas, you're going to get some Knuckles exclusive, the use of Knuckles' particular abilities, like the gliding and the climbing. I don't actually know if and where there are the whatchamacallums. There's the big rings. I don't know where they would be. But yeah. So I believe that Knuckles in Angel Island doesn't see any water at all. Okay. Just get these like little cave systems though. Alright. Yeah, so levels completely different. And oh, of course we break. Well, never mind. Breaking through these walls, and we get to the end. And what do we have? Oh, it's the boss. Now Knuckles doesn't fight Robotnik. He fights the Egg Robo, which is like overtaken, which is like in place of Dr. Robotnik. And again, the bosses are harder. So with Knuckles, this guy, he'll shoot 4 of them rather than just the 2. The Sonic and Tails, he'll shoot 2. And with Knuckles, as you can see, he's shooting them quite quickly, and he's shooting twice as many of them. Oh, yeah, see, you've got to do quite a bit extra work. And there you go. Well, I guess Knuckles does see water in this waterfall, but there you go. And yep. And we fall down. Right. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit of a new adventure. You've got new scenery, new all sorts. And that will continue to be the case throughout the game. And I will be showing you all that. That's going to be it for now, so thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.